Welcome to the Loco podcast by Locomotion Fitness, where our coaching team covers all things fitness, nutrition, mindset, and recovery related in beautiful Charleston, South Carolina. All right, guys, we are here with Coach Jacob at Locomotion Fitness. This is Coach Jay. We just wanted to hop on real quick in between sessions and pick Jacob's brain a little bit about what he's seeing around the gym and programming and what's important. So when you say if somebody needs to work on capacity, what might be an example of something that person would do?
So right now, I'm going through a new certification with OPEX, and they've actually helped me a lot with like defining energy system training and like getting some concepts behind that. Because I'm a meathead. Strength is my first thing. Like getting somebody strong all day, I can do that. Getting somebody fit, it's a little bit different story. And I like to have systems and definitions behind things. That way, it's not just guesswork, throwing things against the wall and seeing what sticks. So having that definition of like when you talk about sustaining work, having MAP systems, maximal aerobic power. So you have like a MAP 10, so that's like I could maintain that for 4 hours. So that's if I could go 4 hours straight, that's the pace I'm maintaining. That time domain will be about 60 minutes. And then you have the opposite in that spectrum, MAP 1, which is where I've got like 10 seconds I can maintain that power. That's the pace I can maintain.
So you're saying that when people work out and the workout is of a different length, that they should probably operate at different paces.
Right. And that does a good job of defining those paces within the standard of like what would consider like something you can maintain for 4 hours. You're not really pushing. Like that's a walk. Like you can maintain a walk for 4 hours versus that 10 seconds. That's like sprinting on a bike as hard as you can for 10 seconds straight, like maintaining max wattage for that time frame. So those are two different ends of the spectrum, but that longer duration, you're hitting like your really basic aerobic output. You're getting your kind of blood vessels moving, getting nutrients moving throughout the body, good recovery and good base building for someone who has no base versus that 10 seconds. That takes some skill, that takes some background. That's why you start at that 10 and work your way down from there and hit those time domains on the way down, because you can't maintain 10 seconds if you don't have the ability to push blood for 10 seconds at that max pace and clear that lactate that builds up in your body.
And is the target to understand like each of those positions, like how they feel internally so that you know,
yeah.
Okay.
Because if you're not, you get familiar with that. And it's something I think Chris Henshaw's talked about before where like you get on, like you'll have CrossFit athletes run without a clock, like run with no watch. So like when you run like to train your times and stuff and your pace, you'll run with a watch to see where you're at and check your pace as you're going. He'll have them have no watch, ride next to them, try to keep their pace. So he'll be with them in a cart or whatever, rolling around the track with them, reminding them here and there like where their pace is at. So they internalize that and they see it. So this is the same thing on a lesser level. If you're newer and don't know that thing, you get introduced to it. You have a definition to tie to it. So now you have like, okay, I'm in MAP 6 now, for example. You know, like, all right, this is the pace I need to maintain for that. And you got to get comfortable with that. Then when you go outside and start translating that to real life, so you run into a hike and you're like, all right, I got to maintain for this hike. Now you know what pace to push. So like you're not halfway through that and gassed and dead halfway through a hike or whatever it may be.
Yeah, this is one of the most common issues that we see with novice athletes, people that are newer to this type of training, especially, is they have two speeds, stop and go.
Right.
And it takes some time to figure out pacing, especially when you're looking at like a CrossFit type Metcon, and it's hard to know how the different movements affect you and what the rep schemes are going to do and all of that kind of stuff. But getting to where you have at least 3-4 gears
right.
that you can cycle through, depending on if it's a workout like Murph or like Cindy that's a 20-minute workout, or like Fran that's a 3-minute workout, right? We need to make sure. And knowing indicators like, hey, I have this metallic taste in my mouth, which means I'm over lactic threshold, right? Understanding those.
The thing too is like when you in reference to CrossFit workouts, when you're in the middle of that like Metcon portion, don't look around is the thing I remind people all the time. Like if you look around, you go, oh shit, so-and-so next to me going, can I curse? I can curse. So-and-so next to me is going at whatever pace, and they're like killing it. I got to keep up with them. The moment you start keeping up with the guy next to you, you're done. Like you're already out. And I know we have that like competitive like drive in us. Everyone kind of has a little bit of that where they want to keep up with everybody else. But the thing to keep in mind is that person may be going too fast for themselves as well. So if they blow up, then you can catch up in that back end too. So say you're looking at it from that perspective of trying to like get through that workout as quick as you can, keep your pace, you maintain your pace. That's all you can really do because you can't maintain their pace. Say somebody's more fit, that's their pace. Like that's what they can do.
Yeah.
So you have to stay in your lane and just kind of build that capacity so that you get better and better over time. But just don't look around.
Right.
Like,
and
stay
just
in your
have
block.
faith. Like you said, like most people don't know their own pacing.
100%.
And so
Everyone blows up. Yeah.
if you're still sitting pretty in the back quarter, the last quarter of a workout, you're probably going to catch them anyway.
That's the best feeling. Like when you're just chucking along, like just taking block by block, rolling along, and then, oh, snap, you're like crushing through it at that point.
Yeah, 100%. All right, brother. We got to get Jacob out on the floor so he can go coach. Just wanted to talk to you guys about pacing programming for a quick second. We're going to try and throw these little snippets out a little bit more. We will talk to you soon. Jacob, thank you, brother.
Yeah, man. Thanks.
Bye, guys. Thanks for listening to the Loco podcast, where our goal is to turn you into a kick-ass 90-year-old and help you do lots of cool stuff along the way. If you enjoyed the show, don't forget to subscribe and tell a friend. When you're ready for your individualized fitness and nutrition prescription, head on over to locomotionfit.com and click the free intro button to learn more.